I remember the night the storm came in black, the radio screaming, a boat out there. There were children on it.
Hold on, I see you! Hold on!
You can spot an AI video in 1 second. It's not always the picture that gives it away, it's the voice.
By integrating advanced algorithms,
the visuals could be incredible, and the second the narrator opens his mouth, the whole thing falls apart. Your brain goes fake. So here's what I did. I built a cinematic short character storyboard the lot, and I gave it a voice that could make your wife stop and ask,
"Who's that actor?"
There was no actor. In the next 10 minutes, I'll show you the exact workflow, start to finish, one workspace, and the free tool that finally fixed the voice. Free this month. Stay with me, the voice part is wild. Quick honesty note, Fish Audio are turning 1 this month, and they sponsored this, but I'll only show you tools I'd actually use, and you'll see exactly why in a minute. Before any how-to, watch the finished thing. This is the bar, then I'll show you it's all reachable.
40 years I've kept this light. Every night, the same climb, the same stairs, the same sea. Tomorrow, they switch it to a machine. A little box, no keeper. I remember the night the storm came in black, the radio screaming, a boat out there. There were children on it.
Hold on, I see you! Hold on!
We didn't reach all of them. You carry that. Up these stairs every night for 40 years. So let the machine have the light. The machine won't remember their faces. I will.
Every frame, every word you just heard, AI, one human sounding voice carrying the whole story. Now let me take it apart. Most creators pour everything into the picture. Better model, better prompt, sharper shot, but they record the voiceover in some free text-to-speech tool that sounds like a sat-nav having a bad day. Therefore, the video reads as fake, no matter how good the visuals are. And here's the part nobody says out loud. The voice is doing more emotional work than the picture. A trembling whisper, a breath before bad news, the crack in someone's throat when they're trying not to cry. And that's what makes a viewer feel it. The reason I'm telling you this is because if you fix one thing in your AI videos as a result of watching this video, fix the voice. It's the highest leverage upgrade you can make. And that's where these two tools come in. ThankYouAI, one for the canvas for the visuals, and Fish Audio's new S2.1 Pro model for the voice. Let me build the whole short in front of you. So we're here in ThankYouAI, and the first place I'm going to go to is the canvas. And you can see lots of previous canvases I've done here. We're going to click on Start Creating, and it's going to take us into a blank canvas. And inside of the blank canvas here, I'm going to start with creating a text to image. So the first thing I'm going to do is create my character for the story. And I use Claude Cowork to help me to build out all the prompts for this story. So here's my first character image prompt, and pop that prompt into the text image box here. And then down the bottom here, choose all of the necessary things. 16:9, 4K is selected as default. And then choosing, I'm going to use GPT-2 image model, and I could generate more than one. And I could also choose like the type of camera and lens and things over here. But seeing as in my prompt I've already written the type of lens I want, an 85mm lens, you can see the whole prompt here in front of you. I'm just going to click generate. While that's generating, I'm going to work on the next image. I can zoom out of the canvas by clicking the minus or the plus buttons on the bottom left here, or I can use my 2 fingers on the trackpad on a MacBook Pro to zoom out. I'm going to name this image. And if you had more than one character, you could give the names of the characters there. I'm going to give this canvas a name and call it the Lighthouse. So here we can see our image of our sailor who's been serving this lighthouse for 40 years. So it's looking very much on character to me, loving the look of that. Next thing I'm going to do is right click over here and click add node and image again, and now we're going to create our character sheet. And I'm going to click on the little plus button from the first one and connect it to the second one. So now we have a reference. Here we are, reference image has been added of the first one, and we're just going to paste in that prompt, change, convert this portrait, and I'm just going to put at image 1. Into a character reference sheet, same man shown from 4 angles across a single frame, and then keep exactly the same, his face, all of these things. And I'm going to change that to GPT-2. We've got 16:9 4K and click generate. Next thing we're going to do is build out the 6 scene images here. So I've already shared the script with Claude here, and it's helped me to build out the prompts, to build out the shots for this video. So one of the cool things you can do here on the canvas in ThankYouAI is you can put little like annotations at the top here to help you know what each bit is here. So here I'm just going to put characters. So if I had more than one character, I could have all my characters laid below here. And then in the next bit here, I'm going to put scene images. So you can see our character sheet of our lighthouse keeper here, looking very consistent with what he is over there. And we've got a front on shot, slightly off to the side, a full side profile, and a rear profile of a slight thinning of the hair on the back of the head there, which is perfect. So next we're going to create scene 1, and you can drag from here and click image node. And then I'm going to put in here extreme wide shot, slow push in, drone, height descending, a lone lighthouse on a black jagged rocks at dusk, cold grey sea breaking, tiny silhouette of a man. The man here is our lighthouse keeper, so I'll just put that in the doorway. And here I'm going to use GPT-2, and I'm going to use, here we could choose our cameras and everything. So we've got here those cinematic muted, teal grade, film grain, anamorphic. So I'm just going to go with what I've got in the prompt already, and GPT-2. So I'm going to grab shot 2 here. I'm going to just come down here and do another image node now. Low anger camera looking straight up a spiral iron staircase, slow tilt, the old keeper at image 1. Climbing, one with the hand on the rail. And here I'm going to change this to GPT-2 and click generate. And then I'm just going to do this for all of the 6 images now. And now you can see all 6 of the images are being generated here for the different scenes. The first 2 are generated so far, and the next 4 are still generating. So our first scene there with the lighthouse, like an establishing shot of the lighthouse. Second shot here as the keeper ascends the lighthouse stairs inside the lighthouse. And the 3rd, 4th, and 5th and 6th shot are still generating right now. One of the cool things you could do, if you click down here, you could change modes, and you can select to move a whole bunch of things at once. I can select like this whole group of things here and line it up how I want it, like this. So you can see how we started with our character image, went to our character sheet, and now the character sheet's feeding into the 6 storyboard images. You could also have a location sheet, and you could have certain objects that you want to be consistent that you could be feeding in as well. So now we've got our 6 scene images. The next thing we're going to need before we do the video generation is the voice. And so I'm using Fish Audio here to generate the voice. And you can generate audio within their platform, just like a platform like 11 Labs. You have My Voices, where you can go to home and you can do text to speech over here on the left hand side, and you can choose a voice that you like. For instance, here's a young male voice.
The thing about domain expansion is that it's not just about raw power. It's more like solving a complex equation in your mind while maintaining perfect focus.
And then you could put in here whatever you want them to say. And you could choose the tags that you want to use here for the emotions, or you could click auto tag. And it will look at what's been written and tag it with emotions based on what's been written. So here it's put angry for the first part and sad for the last part. So we've got Jordan here. We're going to try this.
The way the American football team played last night has made me angry and sad.
And you get 2 options.
The way the American football team played last night has made me angry and sad.
And you can hear the inflection in his voice there, where he sounded angry for the first part and then sad towards the end. So you can use these emotional tags to help. But one of the cool things that they have here is that they have API. So down here on the left hand side, you click developer, and you have API keys, and you can connect Fish Audio to your favorite LLM, such as Claude. So we'll jump over into Claude here, and you just tell Claude that I want to use Fish Audio with my API key to create this text. So I shared with Claude my API key. I shared with it the narration that I wanted to create. I gave it voice reference ID. Like, here's a voice reference ID. So I'll just show you how to get that. Say, for instance, you like the Jordan voice. Let's just look up Jordan here. Here's the Jordan voice. And then you click on Jordan, and it shows you the information about his voice. And you can click on these three dots here and click on Copy Model ID. Then that will give you this voice ID reference. So if I was to paste that in the bottom there, there's a voice ID reference for Jordan. And then here within Fish Audio now, I've shared the narration. So let me check the narration file and Fish Audio docs at the same time. And then it couldn't find the narration text, so I just told it where the narration text is. Then it said, got it, 6 shots. I'll strip the bracketed direction notes, send just the spoken text to the API, creating the audio directory and generating all 6 MP3s now. So then it sends all that information to Fish Audio via the API. It generated it without much emotion. So I want you to use the bracketed direction in the text for the audios. That should add the emotion to the voice and use this voice. I'll give you the API key in a moment after you confirm this. So confirmed, I'll include the full text with bracketed directions, whispering, scared. And then it asked me for the API key, which is here, which I've blurred out. And now it's generated all 6 shots. And it saved them in a folder on my computer called audio/. So on my desktop, there's a folder here now called audio/. And you can see all 6 of those audio files there. And for instance, I'll play you one of the audio files right now.
Hold on. I see you. Hold on.
The reason this matters for you specifically, you've probably already got the visual side handled. Be honest, your shots are fine. It's the voice that's been letting you down. Therefore, this is the single fastest level up available to you right now. And the timing is unfairly good. Fish Audio are celebrating their first birthday, so they've thrown open the doors. So whether you're a builder who wants the API or a creator who just wants a voice that doesn't sound like a robot, there's a free window with your name on it. Don't sit on it, it closes. And so once you have your audio files, you can then bring these straight into the ThankYouAI canvas. And I also created a full narration version of it. I asked it, once it created all of the 6 individual shots, asked it to just put it together as a full MP3, which it also did for me as well. But let's bring all of these 6 MP3 files now into the canvas. And now you can see all of those 6 audio files on the canvas. And if I zoom in on it, for instance, over here, audio 1, audio 2, audio 3. So we've got our scene images and our audio ready now, and the next step is to create the video clips. So we're going to use Seedance 2 for creating the video clips here. So I'm going to drag across a connector here. I'm going to click add node video and connect from this one here. And I'm also going to connect the character sheet as well. So I've connected scene 1 image and the character sheet to this video module here. And I'm going to choose Seedance 2 and reference. I want this as reference. So we've got 2 reference images here, and I'm going to paste in my prompt here. So I'm not going to add these audio files as a reference on most of these Seedance clips here, except for one of them where he's lip syncing, because the rest of them, it's going to be like a voiceover that I'll be able to lay out more easily inside of the edit within a tool like CapCut. So in this one here, I'm not attaching the audio. I've got at image 2 is the character. A lone lighthouse is at image 1. On the black rocks at dusk. Cold sea, the beam beginning to turn. 40 years of the same routine. Lonely vast cinematic. Cut and frame it. However, it serves the mood. No dialogue. Narration. Ambient only. So you can see my prompt for Seedance 2 here is quite simple, because I want to give Seedance the freedom to direct it as it sees. It's got the image for reference for the style, the image for the character, the image for the lighthouse, but I want Seedance 2 to use its knowledge of video and cutting to create something from its own knowledge base. So I'm going to stick this at 10 seconds. We can go up to 4K here if we want to. So I'm going to go with 4K here, which is absolutely incredible. And I'm going to click generate. So we've got video 1 being generated here. And now we're going to do the same for all of the rest of these video clips. So we've got video 1, 2, and 3 generating here. Now the 4th video, we're going to actually do audio as a reference. First I'm going to connect, I'm going to choose my model, I'm going to go to Seedance 2, I'm going to go to reference mode, I'm going to make sure that I'm in 4K, 16:9, I'll make it 6 seconds long just to give it a bit of room. And then I'm going to bring in my character, I'm going to bring in my memory shot here, and I'm going to bring in my audio and make sure that this is in reference mode here. And so we've got all of those in there. I'm going to paste in that prompt. And we've got here at image 1 is the character, audio is his dialogue, lip sync his mouth to it exactly, and then keep his face exactly as in this image here. Make it a chaotic storm image. Ambience on this voice, generate another speech. I'm going to make sure this is 4K, 16:9, and click generate.
40 years I've kept this light. Every night, the same climb, the same stairs, the same sea. Tomorrow, they switch it to a machine, a little box, no keeper. I remember the night the storm came in black, the radio screaming, a boat out there. There were children on it.
Hold on, I see you! Hold on!
We didn't reach all of them. You carry that. Up these stairs every night for 40 years. So let the machine have the light. The machine won't remember their faces. I will.
2 things before you go. 1, I've put the exact emotion tagged narration script, the storyboard, prompts, and this full workflow inside my free community, AI Creator Tools. Copy it, swap it in your own story, render it tonight. It's free, links in the description, join us. 2, the Fish Audio free access link and ThankYouAI are both in the description. Use the free window while it's open. And tell me one thing in the comments. What's the first short you're going to give a real voice to? I'll see you in the next one.